Hey there, this is the Swindle, and I'm telling Lee. And once again, we are back in the shoes of Henry Beresford, a thief you're going to see a lot of. The Swindle is a really interesting game to me because there's a lot of stuff in here that's kind of only used once, a thing I usually would decry in a video game because it's kind of a waste of resource. And as a developer, I advocate, if you can, doing as much as you can with repeated use of assets. The character creation system in this, not that you get to control it, is really nice. Like, there's all these kind of mix and match paper doll ways characters can look, but you always start with Henry Beresford, which is just a little bit of a bummer. I'm also not yet fully comfortable with talking about the game as I play it. So there's been a couple of test records I've done, which were an attempt to learn how to set up my audio and video settings. And oh yeah, I'm not getting a ghost bonus on this level. See those two long channels? Almost certainly money down there, even if it's just a couple of pounds. Come on. Still. Important thing is building that multiplier. Anyway, Henry Beresford is perfectly nice as far as, thieves go, but he's not very exciting. And I see him a lot, and it means that, my ultimate thieves are usually dudes, which is just a bit of a bummer. Hear that, Dan? You should set things up so the first thief is randomized too. Don't need that. The game seems to do a slow down show off moment when you do something where if it doesn't go right, you're in trouble. Like if you crack someone just before they're about to turn around, or if you pop a couple of things at the same time. All right. Now here's another trick you can do. You can just slightly reach across a gap like this. Now those guards don't actually have the ability to spot you across that gap, so that's a lot safer than it looks. But it is possible to slide down the edge of a pit trap like that, and it's the slowest, most painful way to die you can imagine as you sit there and just watch your character slip over the edge. And we're out, so time to go grab bombs. A double jump. My plan, such as it was to use these opportunities to talk about things that are on my mind as well, to sort of like engage on a random topic as I play, because I've played a lot of this game. There's not actually a heck of a lot this game can do that surprises me, so the idea of trying to use it as a meditative behavior while I let my mind and mouth run is kind of interesting. I'm honestly quite scared of doing that because you hear all these horror stories of streamer lets out something that they shouldn't. Oh, I've got a dog here. Just a second. That was some bonus dog content there. You get to hear Ellie. The thing that scares me about streaming and recording what I'm saying as I'm playing while my mind is not fully occupied isn't that I'm going to say something horribly racist. It's that I'm going to say something that points out just how silly I really am. And I'm going to wind up embarrassing myself. It's like, oh, he thinks a Transformers movie is super important to our culture. What a goon. Right, So this has actually been a pretty smooth one. Right, as with my advice last time, treating these slow rollers very carefully. The origin point of a visual range, from what I can tell, appears to be in the middle of the sprite, with all the sprites being divided up into basically square blocks, like the levels themselves, which means that you can actually stand behind a guard in the same square as them. Alright, so this is day 4, and we're off to the warehouse. I think I need to start inventing names for these monsters. I've just gotten so used to thinking of them as the one that looks like that, because I've never had to explain this game to anyone. Whoa! That's pretty sweet. 2 computers right by each other with almost no meaningful security between them. And a door. Doors are great. Doors are your best friend. Okay. Oh, that's right. I don't have the wall crawling upgrade, so I can't just hang on the wall there and pop things behind. All right. Wait for this guy to turn around. Pop, pop, pop. Those little jukebox style things are really frustrating and will be responsible for a lot of embarrassing early deaths because they are very resistant. They have a lot of I think a friend calls it zero time, where you can't be hit too soon after you've been hit. That was a little closer than I'd like it to be, but it does mean this guy starts taking longer cycles. Okay, there's nothing really meaningful over there, so there's really no need to go fussing through. Yeah, okay, that entire area is effectively dead, so we don't need to worry about that anymore. And if we go down here, well, there is money there. I'll have to see if that area is linked up to anything else, I think. Ooh, that was cutting it fine. Okay. So that area appears to be linked up over here. Yep. Let's check it out. Okay, see that little jukebox? Yeah. There we go. Yep, no need to go fussing over there. Get rid of you, just so you don't have a problem. The thing with drones that I found bothered me the most was the randomness of them. And they're not totally random, but they're random-ish. They're random enough. These ones with the guns on them can, if they spot you, immediately start messing you up, whereas the other ones, without a gun, you kind of have to be in exactly the same square as them to get them to do anything. Alright. Whoop! Oof. See that one's taking it at almost an opposite angle. If it drifts low, it can tap the spikes and die. Ooh. Almost. There we go. Now you see those bridged corners up there in this area here. It is hypothetically possible to climb up through them into a higher part of the level through the brickwork. You just have to get the right moment of attachment. You see how when you jump up, that little climb moment, that little if you can do that straight into a corner like that, the game will sometimes lose track of exactly how high you are and will push you up through brickwork. So we might be able to use that here. Yep, almost. See? It's not a technique I'm personally comfortable using too often because it does, like, expose you to possibly getting stuck in rock. But it's a neat trick to know that exists. I'm really hoping this one doesn't wind up taking too long because I'm going to the stationery store today. And I'm also hoping that I get to show you some new space rather than just the warehouse. On the other hand, that was really good. That's almost enough to buy. That's almost enough to buy the second level hacking right there. No, third level hacking technically. Don't at me. Alright. So that little dead end has the computer in it. Wow. Carnage! Okay. Okay. Is that one sealed away in a box? Looks like it. Oh no. Oh, cool. There's glass. And again, because I'm trying to maximize the multiplier rather than just my ghost bonus, getting a successful heist, even if I don't get everything in it, is still valuable. A lot of what I know I'm doing here is kind of intuitive to me now. This understanding of when to press the buttons and how long, say, the invulnerability time is on the beefy guards like those are. But I'm hoping that you're seeing as I play this just how much of this game is doable, how much of what you're trying to do you can pull off. You know, I'm also being super aggressive because I want to look cool. Because, you know, this is something I think I'm good at. I mean, I'm not in the speedrunning community, which I imagine probably you're even better at than I am. I'm like, you know, prince of the casuals, let's say. Ooh, that was close. Okay. Holy mackerel, I think we might actually get the ghost bonus with this level. That's kind of amazing. Just gonna do a double check, see if there's anything I missed. You're like, I would have missed that. Just stumbled straight into him face first. And, see? Teleported up through the rock. It's just a thing the game can do. Kind of funny, huh? Alright, we're almost done. Also, on the note of things used more than once, these signs are only in the warehouse level. And sometimes they're just like best harvesting, and that's not that amazing, but sometimes you get absolutely hilarious ones, like Daddy's Oil and Gas. Yeah, that'll probably be the last of the cash here. Whew, this is a pretty good run. How'd we go? 98%, so not a ghost, but real good. Time to get some upgrades. Alright. Now, I mean, I was kind of unnecessarily hamstringing myself there, because there were some upgrades I hadn't picked up yet, particularly movement speed and wall jumping, which are valuable. but I hadn't grabbed them because I was kind of paranoid that if I went back and broke my flow, I'd wind up embarrassing myself again. You know, the totally normal, irrational fears of someone playing a video game for other people to watch. Alright, guys. And away we go. Okay, so 6 days in, and we have security station hacking, wall climbing, and we have bombs. Alright. Yeah, you can kind of really rocket up a building site if you do that. Pack hardware! Oh my god, Space Mutiny. Whoa! Pop! 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 Okay, yeah, that'll run out. Come on. Come here. Come here. Yeah, there you go. Get over here and fight like someone who's going to get bopped in the back of the head. When triggering mines, I just walk up to them and tap the hack button and then move away immediately. You can actually activate mines by landing on top of them, if you're a braver person than I am. Yeah, there we go. But, like, my general watchword with this game is taking it as steadily as you can. Alright. So, these little critters are tall enough when they jump, but otherwise they're not. So, it's actually safer to do this. Go. Get out of here. Yeah, you heard me. Alright. What we got going on here? Ugh! Ugh! This ain't cool. Okay. Alright, so we need to clear out these things because they might complicate things, which means we need to clear out this mine. Okay, so far, so good. Pop. Great. Okay. Now. Whoop. Oh, nuts. When things go wrong, just commit to getting out. Don't try and fancy your way through them. Alright. Now. What we're going to do is going to clear out this space here as well. Alright. So we can do that. Which means this space is as easily attained as possible. Now we could have come at this from the other way with the little box that the jukebox is in. If you look over to the left of the screen here. See there? But that would involve dealing with the little jukebox who I kicked down into the stairs. You can close doors almost as quickly as you open them, so that's what happened there. And now all the drones are off, the doors are open, the wall is down, the marks are surround. Hey! Nice! Alright, now time to do a last double check to see if there's any money lying around. And of course there is. I can come at this from above, but... Alright, now we kicked someone out of the building, which means it's going to have to deal with him before we leave. Alright, I'm pretty confident I've got everything, but just so I don't embarrass myself, I'm going to go for one last double check around, and hopefully not die, further embarrassing myself. Alright. No, things are good. I think that'll get a ghost bonus. And if not, it'll probably be because something hidden in the brickwork itself. Because Dan loves that. It's actually entirely possible in the first level, the slums, to have a level which is you can't get the ghost bonus on. And he likes that. He thinks that's funny. Jerk. Alright, so our multiplier is now at 2.2, which means... And that multiplier, by the way, impacts the ghost bonus as well. So, you wind up... you know, it makes a lot of difference to your long-term earning. Alright, well... See, the thing is, if we get another good run, we'll probably hit, like, 25,000, 30,000 on the next run anyway. So this money could be spent now without actually slowing us down in terms of days. But I do want to get Scrapyard and the weapon upgrade as quickly as possible, so we'll save it. Moving on. So 7 days in and we're still in the warehouse. So this isn't a super fast run, but we have had consistent successes. Alright, nothing there that's worth getting, so just leave that area alone. Okay, now computer is sealed off, so time to break out a bomb. You always want to get the computers. It's never not worth it. I have thought about it on the philosophical level of once you have the scrapyard and beating up drones is actually worth money, if it's worth leaving them alive and not hacking the security station to turn them all off. And I'm not sure how the math compares to the convenience, but I'm pretty sure it's not worth it. Well, if we want ghost bonus, we have to go for that money, so... Alright, so that was technically a gamble, because it might turn out that there's a computer that we need 2 bombs to get to, and that would be worth a lot more than just that little bit of money. But, you know, I'm being optimistic. Well... That's annoying. Very annoying. Okay. So... They don't have a hitbox when they're hurt, so you can tap a jukebox like that. Alright. Oh man, this is annoying. Okay. You can tap a jukebox like that to basically turn them off and run through them. Alright. Bit by bit, we're getting there. Okay. Because this is the safe angle of approach. You know what? Ah, shit!